All right, welcome back to the Tul World podcast. I'm your host, David Jew, and I'm here with Master Jew.
Hello, Mr. Jew.
Before we get the video started, we just want to let you guys know that we have the Tul World Summit coming up. That's on November 15th. We have a panel of 5 master instructors covering things like stick defense, sparring drills, theoretical, and we'd love for all of you guys to join us. So for more information and registration, go to toolworld.com/events. Let's jump into the video. All right, this week we're going to talk about competition. We're going back there.
Competition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, we're going to talk about like mixing up brackets,
Okay.
but particularly patterns divisions. Because sparring, you just have weight classes. Doesn't matter really the rank. Your black belt, you go against black belts, and depends on the tournament as well. So
But
the question,
in some schools, or maybe a small tournament, they might mix a black belt with like a red belt.
yeah, I said that's why it depends on the tournament.
Right.
All right, so let's look at
Fine.
this. You got first through third dan, and then you got fourth through sixth dan, right? Should you or could you do first through third dan, all patterns compete against each other, fourth through sixth dan compete against each other? Now, typically, I think you see that more so with like fourth through sixth because maybe at a smaller tournament, you have like 2 fourth dans, you got 2 fifth dans, you got a sixth dan. So they group them all together because, okay, well,
The division.
we need a division here. But let's pretend in this scenario you have a lot of competitors. You got a ton of competitors. So what's the
Right.
pros of it? Well, you break it down by rank. You go first, second, third, fourth, and they're separate. That's gonna be a long time. You got a bunch of rounds to go through.
Right.
Right. The con is that you got a bunch of people winning, right? So is it it goes back to that kind of best of the best tournament. You do it where it's first through third against they all one division, and you have a bunch of competitors. Whoever comes out on top, oh man, they are like the best out of that. But you also got these different patterns that they're doing. All right, so let's start there. What do you think? What is your expert opinion? What?
When you talk about best of the best, I'm kind of thinking of that movie.
Yeah, well, stop thinking about the movie and just think of the phrase "best of the best."
It's really about sparring. Right?
Yeah, but you get my drift.
Best of the best in patterns. Should you combine them? Well, why would we combine? I agree. If your tournament is not, you don't have very many competitors, what are you going to do? You have let's say one 6th degree who wants to compete, which is interesting. That's actually only started happening in the last maybe 20 years, I guess. I'm not sure. But before, it was only 4th degrees.
It's 'cause
up to 4th degrees.
never.
But then we didn't have that many ranks, higher ranks back then as well. What I'm saying is that if the tournament it is small, what are you going to do? You just award him gold? You can do that. Nothing wrong with that as well either. But you just got to have a rule on it. So if you have a lot of competitors, should you do that or not? I kind of think that...
Well, it's not if you have. It's just like that's what you got. So would you prefer that or not prefer that? It's not like should you do it, should you not? It's like, what do you think? What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is that if you had a big pool and you had a big pool of all of the ranks, then they should compete at their particular rank. Why? I think that different patterns have different difficulties, and also the physical fitness area is part of it as well. So if you're a higher rank, it could be going down, 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 but generally if you're a higher rank, you don't have some of the physical abilities as someone that's much younger.
Right.
So a 6th degree going up against a 1st degree, well, the 6th degree could pick a more difficult pattern, and you should score it based on the difficulties and not just because, someone has basic fundamentals looking really good compared to like a 1st degree. I think that the level of difficulties of the pattern should be taken into account. However, how do you judge that? Is Kodan Juche more difficult than Jungjang?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It is. And so, but you look at it and you go, well, how do I grade it? Because that one's a little harder, but it's not like perfect. So, but the other pattern was more perfect, and
right.
which one
Well,
should win.
Yeah, but okay, so now you bring that up. This is an interesting idea because now, what if you just designate both patterns?
Okay, so
So now everybody's on an even playing field, depending on which pattern is chosen.
well, if you're gonna just have designated, then it doesn't matter if you're first degree or sixth degree.
Right.
Then that's what it is. Could you do that? I still think that the physical capability will come into play.
Yeah, but the sixth dan has so much experience and practice. That first dan, I've only been doing Taekwondo for 4 years, 5 years. Even if they started as an adult.
I'm trying to think of like how old was I when I was a sixth degree?
40?
Yeah,
About 40.
over 40.
So that means you
40,
had
at
like
least
22 years of training.
Right, but I would also tell you that
You were in the best shape of your life at that time.
well, no. I was in. I would say I was in pretty good shape, like certain endurance kind of things. But from that explosive jumping, that kind of dropped off. I definitely think that happened, especially after the ACL surgery. How old was I when I had that ACL surgery? I don't remember. But after that, for sure. And so I would say if I was sixth degree and I like Juche, go down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like my favorite pattern. And to be able to compete against someone like you, I definitely would. Okay, let's just say if I was competing, I'd lose to you anyway. Your technique is so much better.
Well, let's pretend it's the same. Or something like that. No. Your technique is way superior than mine. That's what I should say.
Now, I would definitely say that I think there's certain things that at your age, I think that I was doing different things than you are.
Okay.
And that's only because,
Yeah.
there were certain interests that I had. And
Yeah.
so you just focus more on that, right?
All right, so you're saying you shouldn't have these blocks of them if you have enough competitors. Obviously, if you don't have enough, then you got to start combining them.
Combining them.
Just for the experience for the student, right?
Right,
But
and if you put all the sixth degree, they all have the same experience. They're probably all around the same age.
no, I meant experience of the tournament for the students. Like no one wants to just compete against two people.
Right,
One person,
right.
right.
So
If you can have a division of 6, it's a little bit more exciting, a little bit more there.
I think you should have that.
Yeah. All right.
However, you could have a tournament that's so big, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, we'll be here for like another 6 hours if we do all of these brackets.
Right.
Could I reduce it? Yeah, that would be one way of doing it.
Right. Yeah,
Because
that's
you don't,
true too.
because all of these separate brackets take a certain amount of time. Because they got to go through certain rounds, right? But if your tournament is so big and you just group them all together, if you lose, you're out. So there's no more advancing.
Right.
I think it could probably save you some time.
That's true. All right, well, let us know you guys' thoughts on these kind of groupings, and there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. As always, don't forget to be safe.
Keep training.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Taekwondo.